Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. What's going on, people? This is Influence, and today I have the studio series Bumblebee movie Soundwave and Bumblebee movie Ravage. They do come separately, but I will be doing them together since they basically are a set. So you see the 360 here, and it looks great. Figures are great. Staying in line with the studio series Bumblebee movie, the fact that I really like these figures, and I didn't think I would. All right, so let's move on. First, again, my initial impressions are that these are great figures. I mean, Ravage is pretty much what he was in the movie. He just balls up into a thing that resembles a tape, not really a tape, just a ball of parts. His tail is not up. And for accessories, he comes with this, which can double as an accessory for Soundwave. And he has his two guns on the side. And you see it's looks kind of like a lightsaber to me as far as what it looks like, and it's just a peg on each side. So you got those. Then you got Soundwave's actual gun, which is kind of weird to me. It's a brown gun, which is not a great choice. Has a lot of great molding details and has a blue handle. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. But then you get his shoulder cannon, which you see it on. It has the normal type look around. Has a little scope thing. It has this. Also can double as a gun. And it can also clip in on a bunch of different things. So you can move this handle up, put this in here like this, and now he has a gun that kind of resembles more of the gun that he had in G1. And also you can combine it with this thing, which came with Ravage, but it actually gives it the G1 gun look, or the box, which you see him on here. It says alt mode, robot mode, everything that's going on, not much. And this is Ravage's box, small box, has him right there. And the instructions, of course, which are fine. They're both pretty good. And you get a backdrop, of course, that he can go on, and you can see that he fits on there well. And it looks different than the Autobots, I guess because they were on the other side. So for comparisons, Brawn and Wheeljack, you see how they compare. Soundwave's a lot bigger than them. And just for giggles, we got Masterpiece Soundwave compared. That's Fans Toys, or Robot Paradise, I should say. So yeah, his articulation, he has a little bit of outward movement, outward, inward. He had a little bit of outward movement on these legs, outward, inward. Right here moves about that much, right here. He has another joint, moves about that much, and then his toe or foot moves in and out, and that's on both sides. His tail goes up, goes in about that far, and up like that. Now this, and the legs do go all the way around. You need that. These as well go all the way around. I mean, it does hit this, so it is kind of hard. But then on this joint, you got that. You got that. Got his foot up and back like that. Then you have his face, his jaw opens, and his head goes down about that much, goes up about that much. No other movement. This came, it wasn't on him, but you can leave it on him. So this thing plugs in right here, and that's how it goes when he's in doggy mode, or it can plug under here where this gun plugged in at, or this little piece, not really gun, but a little piece plugged in under here. No real movement back here, except you can get his hips down a little bit. Like this is really transformation, but you can get it down. You can kind of fake the funk. I'd rather it go up so it has that little arch, but what you gonna do? And that comes to transformation, and one of the first things that was pretty difficult for me in the directions it shows this bending. You can't bend this until you bend the legs. So here's the legs, and they bend around and they bend up, and you see that space right there that goes all the way up. Well, that's how you want the legs to go. You push them all the way up in there, and then you can get this down as far as you need it. And you can move this like that. You can move this over here. Move these legs, the front legs, up out the way, kind of like that. So you can get this where you need it to be, which is right there in that little, there's a peg and there's a little hole. So here's the hole and here's the peg, and you just want that in there. So however you can, you get it there. And it's nice because then you know you have it where it's supposed to be. And then with this, moves down, you kind of keep it in there like this. And there's a little peg there that goes on the little peg hole right there. Kind of, that's kind of it. Then you can move this down. You can move this tail up because you're really supposed to do this first, but you also can move this and plug it in the bottom just for storage, really, because then you can get it all the way you're supposed to. And there it is, just a little ball of parts. You also can put these guns right here. They're kind of supposed to go there. It kind of forms the tape loosely. Loosely forms the back of the tape to square it off. So yeah, there's that, and then you just throw this thing in there like this. There we go. Put it in there like that. You gotta kind of put this foot in first, and you can close it. It's pretty tight. He's in there. Takes forever to get him out. But just to show, and now this foot is gonna keep falling off. Once it does, it will fire. So we're gonna go through the articulation here. Look at the head sculpt. It's nice. Head goes up, down about that far, up about that far, and you get a little tiny bit side to side. Does go all the way around. His arm goes all the way up, goes down. It also has this that can get out the way in order to put the arm up. and it also goes back. You can get that out the way. He has a double jointed elbow, but it's really, you can't really get the double joint out of it. You can't get more than 90, but barely. You have his hands, which are fixed and they don't move or anything. They both look the same, just has the Kung Fu grip. Got his waist here. Does have a single skirt, at least I think. Yeah, it is a single skirt, so no waist crunch. You can get the splits almost fully, and if you move this out the way, he can also do the hurdles front and back, and he's an Olympian, so there's that. He has double jointed knees, but they get you very little as far as going all the way up. You can actually open this up, do the transformation and get more, but I'm not gonna give him that. You got thigh swivel here, and toe tilt all the way down. You got up about that much, and you got the rocker extreme, and you can get it spun. Pretty good articulation. Let's get this guy into transformation. So let's open this here. Open this. Open this. Open these. And now with this open, you want to bring the arms up because this is going to go behind the head and actually turn the head around so it blocks the face. Then you move this like this, and there's a peg in there. That peg right there, that's on the other side over here, pegs in on the back of this. There we go. Same for over here. Move this up. Peg that in the back of there. You can move this arm over and down, and you just want this peg hold to peg in there. However, you can get that without bringing this up. Again, over here, that's why you move this out, because then you can move this down. That in there like that. Now for the legs, pull this out here, flip this up. Then you can move the legs like this so they're pointing in. Again, move that up, flip this up, and move the legs so they're pointing in, because then you want to fold these legs up. And as you're folding them up, you can move this up as well. Then it kind of goes in here. Now it's on the double joint. You don't want it folded all the way down, because this you want all the way up in there. So you got to get it up on that double joint to get it close. And then his foot can move around like this and move it down, and it's supposed to peg in on the back of the arm. It does get difficult because it doesn't really peg in well back here and on the side, like it comes out. And maybe I don't have it exactly correct. That's basically what you want. And you want to do it over here. Move this up, move this around, move this up like this just for the minute. You can move this down and get this squared up in order to peg these two together. You kind of gotta adjust it so it is straight. Then you just get all this stuff together. You know where this goes. This pegs in right there. Again, it comes out. I don't know why. I don't know if I have it wrong or what. But yeah, that's the biggest issue I see is these right here. Whenever you get these correct, they tend to come out. And then you can't get this correct. So once you get everything right, there you go. Then you move this up. Move this up here like this. Move that down. Spin this around so the gold piece is showing. Then move it down. Tabs on there, tabs on here to fill that little spot in. And here you go to alt mode. Now, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I guess it's loosely like a vehicle of some sorts, or maybe a communications bay tower thing. But here you go. It looks how it's supposed to look, even though I don't know what it is. Then you can arm them up if you want. You can put a gun here. They show the gun being placed here. So it's kind of there, and then this can be over here like this. Kind of, I guess, giving it a little more depth. You can also store Ravage in here if you need to. Put him in there. Put this here. Guess you can put it on the side there if you want. I'm not even sure which way is the front. I don't know if this is the front or this is the front or this is like a ship or something, or a hovercraft maybe. I don't know, but in tradition, let's go back. Easy enough. Move that around, move that around, move this up, move that around, and you can't see that. All I did was move this around like that, put it down, move this up and around, put it down. Ravage fit in there a little too good, so this back is not, now it popped out a little bit, so there you go. Plug these feet, move it down, unplug that, move it around, move it over. Pull this in, fold this in, get these legs right, and then fold them back. There you go, same over here. Move it down, move it. I do like how easy these flip back and forth. Unhook that, move that down, move it down, move it up. Put that down, put this down. Flip out the fist or the hands. It's not a fist. Same over here, take it out the back. Take it off there, move it down, move it up, down, down. Last but not least, move the head around. Then this has that goes back here. you have that. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate you watching, and I will get up with you in another video.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.